What's going on, YouTube? Uberman here again. Another episode of the life and times of Uberman. I'm going to try to keep this video under 10 minutes. It is really hard, you know, especially when you're going through all the things I'm going through. It's hard to make a video under 10 minutes, but I'm going to give it a shot, and I've already thrown away 20 seconds. I want to give a shout out to all the people that took the time to watch my video and to comment on it. You know, I really expected there to be a lot more negativity, and I mean, honestly, there wasn't any. So I'm really thankful to you guys that even bothered to take the time out to watch it, because it has nothing to do with Uber. So, and again, neither will this video. So again, if you're watching this for an Uber video, there isn't going to be one. It's just going to be another episode of what's going on in my life. So let me jump into it. Today was a pretty rough day. I slept until 5 o'clock in the evening, and it's because I worked all night. I mean, I didn't even get home till like 7 something in the morning, and I finally got to sleep. I was worn out. When I came home, I noticed baby mama wasn't in the bed, which didn't really surprise me. I kind of expected that. I got up, I stayed to myself. You know, I'm trying not to bring drama in front of the kids. I'm trying not to fight. The kids don't need it. I don't need it. Baby mama don't need it. But, you know, I came out of my room just to get something to eat, and, you know, the inevitable happened. You know, we came in contact with each other. I had to ask a question regarding her cell phone. I gave her for free a Samsung Galaxy S4. Perfect, like, new condition case, like 3 batteries. I mean, I gave her a lot of stuff with it, you know. Could have easily got $250 out of it, but I gave it to her, and she agreed to pay for the line that I was adding to our wireless account. Well, her bill's already $160 past due, and like I said, she hadn't been working. She's actually at work tonight, but she hasn't been working, and she hasn't been paying anything, and I've been covering everything. She's $500 in debt right now, and the cell phone is one of the things she didn't pay for. And last night she said, you know what, you can have your phone back. And I was like, well, that's great, but, you know, since you're not going to pay for the line, I guess I'm stuck paying the termination fee. She said, no, I'll pay it eventually. And I was like, all right. Well, when I got home, the phone wasn't there. What I planned on doing, the termination fee is $350. I should be able to get $250 out of the phone. I figure I'll sell the phone, I'll pay out of pocket whatever it is for the termination fee, just get rid of that line altogether. But the phone wasn't there. Well, I seen her sitting there texting on it like she does, smiling like she's hiding something, you know. It's like, it's just to get under my skin, and I'm at the point where I don't care if you're texting another man or whatever, you know. Hell, my ex-wife did it to me for years. I'm pre-programmed to deal with this kind of shit, you know. So, but I did bring it up. I was like, hey, you know, I need to know what's going on with that phone, because I may have somebody that's willing to take over that line, but they're going to need the phone. She's like, well, you gave the phone to me, so I'm keeping it. And I was like, well, I mean, I did give the phone to you, but there was a string attached, and that was that you pay for the contract, you know, your portion of the contract. And she's like, yeah, well, I changed my mind, I'm keeping the phone. And I was like, well, then you need to pay for your line. And she's like, I'll pay for it, don't worry. And she just laughed. I mean, I know that probably sounded really messed up, but it's kind of how she did. It was like, it's like she's letting me know that she's not going to pay it, but she's saying it anyway, because as long as she speaks the words, then I can't really do anything about it. And I was like, you know, you can't just leave me stuck paying. I've already paid for everything. I went to Indiana. I gave up everything to go up there and try to work this out. I lost a lot of money. I lost a lot of stuff in the name of family. I brought them down here. I've done everything I can. I feel like she's trying to fuck me over. You know, I didn't do shit to her, but I feel like she's trying to fuck me over. Anyway, long story short, she says she's not giving me the phone. Regardless of whether she pays the line or doesn't pay the line, doesn't matter, she's not giving me my phone back. And I was like, you know, I'm not doing it. You know, I'm not doing it. So, you want to keep the fucking phone? Keep the fucking phone. It won't do you any good, because I'll suspend the line first, and if she still doesn't get the phone back, I don't want to call the police on her. I'm not going to do something like that. But, I mean, I'll report the phone lost or whatever. Or I'll just pay the $350 termination fee. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but that just started the ball rolling on a whole bunch of other bullshit. I got them signed up for insurance. Took me a while. Here's the thing, guys. I've been working every day so that I can come up with enough money to pay all these bills, because I do make pretty decent money. But guys, my bills are outrageous. My bills are really high. And you know, she's supposed to be working. She's supposed to have a job and be working and helping to pay her part of all the bills that we have, and she's not doing it. She hasn't been doing it, and she's made no attempt. I mean, she's not been filling out applications. She hasn't called jobs that she filled out applications with before, you know, prior. She hasn't called the temp agencies to see if they've got anything else that they could give her to do. I mean, she just hasn't done anything. And I've been covering it. I've been paying all of it. And I'm still am. I mean, dude, just today, I paid out $850 for the rent. I paid $130 for the gas. I paid $89 for the electric. That's just today. And here in the next couple days, I got car insurance and $360 cell phone bill. I mean, I didn't run up all these bills, but I'm paying them, and I'm working my ass off for them, and she thinks it's funny. It's like she laughs. She thinks this shit is funny. Anyway, you know, she does have a mental imbalance. She's not crazy. But she can get crazy. She can flip. I mean, just for no reason, she could just flip. And the things that she says to the kids and in front of the kids about me and stuff is just... I mean, I'm not perfect. I've said my share of things too at points, but she does it like regularly. Like, she tries to get the kids against me. Like, that's her goal. And she said tonight, my daughter, who's mama's girl, because she's got custody of Becky, I've got custody of my son, you know, and my son's on my team and daughter's on her team, you know. I mean, if you want to draw a line, that's really what's really that's the reality of it. And she's like, Becky doesn't even want to stay here with you tonight. She got to go to work. I guess she finally made a phone call, or somebody called her, and she finally gets to go to fucking work. And she's like, Becky doesn't even want to stay here with you tonight. And you know, that's like, it's like the end of the rope for me. You know, my daughter doesn't want to be here with me, then she doesn't need to. I know it's not my daughter's fault that she's being played against me like that, but guys, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I've tried. I've put everything I fucking got into it. I've worked my ass off. I've taken them from this shitty little house in this shitty little town, and they didn't have anything. They've all got name brand shit now, man. They're wearing Nike shoes, Aeropostale clothes, Abercrombie and Fitch. I mean, I know money can't buy somebody his happiness, but I thought if I took them from struggling like they were, and I brought them into my world, the world that I feel like they were entitled to because of my fuck-ups in the past, because of my mistakes, my bad choices. The fact is, guys, it just doesn't work. If it doesn't work with somebody, it just doesn't work. And money isn't going to make that any better. It's not helping anything. I don't know what's going to happen from here. We're fighting like cats and dogs, you know, and it's just bad for everybody. It's bad for me. It's bad for the kids. So I'm calling it quits. You know, I haven't cheated on her. I had the opportunity to, I'm sure. Several nights ago, I took a customer home, and very pretty 26-year-old. We actually talked for a little while. She was really nice. I mean, I didn't get her phone number. I didn't do anything inappropriate, nothing like that. Because even though baby mama and I aren't getting along, and even though we don't have sex or anything like that, I consider us together, and I won't cheat on her. I just won't do it. But I did talk to this young lady for a while, and, you know, she said something that just stuck with me. You know, I almost feel like I haven't heard from her again. I probably will never hear from her again. But she said, you have to believe that you're worth happiness. You have to believe that you're worth better, that you deserve better than what it is that you're getting out of life. She said, if you don't believe you're worth it, if you don't have self-worth, you're only going to attract negative things, if you think negatively about yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, if you're not positive about yourself, she's like, that is the type of person you are going to attract to you. She said that's why you've ended up with so many bad relationships, because that is the type of person you're attracting because of your mentality of how you feel about yourself. And she said, just from talking to me for that little bit, she said that she could tell that I deserve better and that I could do a lot better than what I'm getting out of life. And that's not saying that baby mama isn't a good person or that I think I can do better than her. She's a good woman, but she is not the woman for me. And I've tried to play this out. I thought we could just keep the kids together until they grow up, then we can go separate ways or whatever. It just doesn't work. So I'm calling it off. I know I'm over my 10 minutes now, but I'm calling it quits. I don't know what's going to happen from here. I don't know if she's moving out. I'll stay out of her way. I'm not going to throw her out. It's my kid's mom, and my daughter's going with her, obviously. I'm not going to throw her out, and I'm not going to leave her stranded. But things are going to change from here. As far as I'm concerned, we're not together anymore. She has definitely played my daughter against me, and I'm just not going to have that. I'm not going to stand for that. I'm not going to deal with that. If that means that, maybe I have to go somewhere else or something, then I'll do what I got to do, and I'll continue doing my best to pay all the bills and everything, but I'm not doing this anymore. I do deserve better. I do. I may have made a lot of mistakes. I may have done a bunch of fucked up shit, but I've tried and tried and tried again to not make up for. You can't make up for the things that I've done. You can't fix. The things that I've done are permanent. When you cost somebody their child, there is no fixing that. You can try to make the person feel better and give them a better life and hope that that's enough to get them through. But guys, I can't help her because she doesn't want helped. She needs her medication. That's not a lie. She thinks she is delusional at this point. She gets that way. Without her medicine, she thinks everybody's out to get her. She thinks that her mother and I are conspiring to somehow, for me, I can't stand her mom, but she thinks that somehow we are conspiring to take my daughter, Becky, away from her, to prove her unfit, mentally unstable, to take Becky away. I'd never take Becky away. Becky has been taken care of by her mom. Her mom has done good by her. She's not an unfit parent. She is unstable. She needs medication, but she's not an unfit parent. I worked my ass off. I pay all the bills. I'm responsible for everything. I have to make sure all bills get paid on time. Okay? I work to pay the bills. I figured they could work out the insurance, but it never happened, so I did it. I spent an entire day dedicated to getting them on insurance. All of them have insurance now. And I got them doctors, too. Got the kids' doctors, got April doctors. Oops, meant baby mama. And I told her, I said, here you go. Here's your doctor. Here's the kids' doctors. My daughter needs a dentist. Her teeth aren't growing in straight. We need to see what we can do about that. And I brought it up today. I was like, have you called to get the kids into any doctor's appointments or Becky to the dentist? No. It's like, okay, have you called to get yourself into the doctor to see if you can get back on your medication that stabilizes your moods? And she's like, oh, why? Because I'm fucking crazy? Because you're trying to take my fucking kid away from me? I know what you're doing. I know you and my mom both doing this shit. You're trying to take Becky away from me. And I was like, did you call the doctor to get in to see if you can get back on your mental medication? Oh, yeah, because I'm just fucking crazy. And I'm like, I never said you're crazy. You're the one that says you're crazy. I'm not saying you're crazy, but you need your medicine. She's like, no, I didn't fucking call the doctor. Why didn't you? I was like, because I slept. Because I worked until after 7 in the morning, and I slept. And now I have to go pay the rent, and I paid the gas, and I paid the electricity. I got other shit to do. I've done everything. Can't you call the doctor about your medication? And then she said something just totally stupid. Sometimes this is as good of an analogy as I can give you. Sometimes talking to her is like speaking to a frog. It's like I explain things in a logical, intellectual manner, and it's like when she replies to me, I hear ribbit. What the fuck? I don't understand what she's saying. I ask her a legitimate question about getting her medicine, and she comes back with, well, have you called the doctor about getting your balls back from your ex-wife who left you and married a better man than you? The fuck? A younger man, she tries to get under my skin because he's younger. He's 21. Okay, he's fresh out of prison. He doesn't work. They sell drugs out of their house, and she married a better man than me. Have you fucking seen where she lives? She lives in a shithole, dude. She lives in a fucking house that looks abandoned. I live in a $130,000 house. She married a better man than me. Fuck you. Does it get under my skin? I do let it get under my skin a little bit. That's a fucked up thing to say. What the hell does any of that have to do with, did you call the doctor for your medicine? Anyway, guys, I'm cutting this off at 15 minutes. I can't ever keep it under 10. Sorry, guys. Be safe out there.